Hey everybody, Matt Monster back with Marvel Heroes. This time we got Scarlet Witch with the 2.1 patch out. And there's definitely a couple changes. They got rid of Chaos Flux for her altogether, so that mechanic's no longer in the game. And then they changed Chaos Magic around so that it's a 15% flat chance, no matter how many points you put in there, for one of those static effects to take place. And then you get the plus spirit, of course. Chthonic Gloom is now a terror, so everything cowers in place instead of runs away in fear. Anybody who uses that is probably going to love it. Chaos Magic, where'd you go? Chaos Magic, where's that? Chaos. Don't really play her. I forget where it is. Chaos Magic. I'll come across it sooner or later, right? Yes? No? Maybe? Oh, I already did Chaos Magic. Duh. Ominous Veil, that's what I'm looking for. Ominous Veil. This has the proc rate still. It goes up not too bad at all. The projectile chance is terrible though. That's no longer there. Corrosive Hex. Corrosive. Where'd it go? No sleep. Withering. Oh yeah. Withering, corrosive. That's only a 10% buff, and withering is only a 10% buff, or debuff, I should say. So they're probably going to be 1-point wonders if anybody had them in their builds. Obfuscation's now just defense rating with projectile chance. Kind of a terrible skill again. And other than that, Ravenous Binding is scaling, well, was scaling anyways, with points in there fairly well for the duration. So I did like that change. And then I do have a Scarlet Witch build, Chaotica, my go-to build. You have to put 1 point over here. It's all about Ravenous Binding. As you can see, the duration increases to 5 seconds. Very nice. The health regeneration has been sapped, though, because the duration has been increased. And we're going to put points to Chaos Shift, because the damage has been increased so much, we're going to use that to kill some stuff. And then Bewildering Hex. Which is that one? Right here. We're going to use this to regain spirit, and it does some pretty good damage. Warding Veil. Where's my veil? Not that one. Going with this one so we don't get stuck with any kind of negative effect on us, so we can stand and shoot a little bit. Bewitching Hex. I should know these, but I have no sleep. Bewildering Hex. Bewitching Hex. Flux. Bewitching Hex. Am I that tired? Did I write down the wrong thing? I might be that tired. Hex. Where's Bewitching Hex? Ominous Veil, Chthonic Gloom, Chaos Magic. I want points in there too. But I'm going to want, I already did my Hex Binding, Winds of Chaos, just for the movement, and Ruinous Flux. Where's Ruinous Flux? I've had that little sleep. There it is. This doesn't scale too well. That's why I'm not putting points into it. Which one was Bewitching Hex? Am I missing something? Did they remove it? Bewildering. I bet I wrote it down wrong. Maybe.
I shall wait if I must.
They removed it. Oh, Bewitching Hex. I already got it there. Bewildering Hex. Ah, this is the one I want. I wrote it down wrong. Sorry. Been up 29 hours. So this is kind of like the confuse everything around you. You're getting swarmed, get them to fight each other. It's kind of a help you get out of trouble, get out of jail free card. And there's the build. I think I got everything. Commit to that. Do that there. We're going to get our teleport, which is awesome now. We're going to want that right on the hotkey. That is up all the time. This is up all the time. And we're good because that's a static buff. Oh, that's the rest of the points. That's why I have the points left over. I knew I forgot something. And we got fly down there if we want it. That's everything. Now we're good. I'm actually, yes, skipping Combusting Hex. Yes, you can get some damage out of it. Things move in and out of it, though. It's kind of tricky. And this was working on test. We're going to see how it works live. I'm 33, so I want 31. Oh. And I have done Shield Motion Tracker because we're trying to stay stuff at range. Although we could switch that out for close range because we will be zooming into stuff. This is movement in area, so it doesn't affect the tracker doesn't affect this. Could be a reason to get rid of the tracker and opt for something else. But the tracker does affect Ravenous Binding, and it will affect, of course, Bewitching Hex. So Ravenous Binding and Bewildering Hex is really going to be the damage dealers with Chaos Shift happening every now and then. And I haven't changed much, so I still got some crit. Defense, across the board, everybody's like around 30%. If you're a dodge character, you'd probably be floating around 30%. If you're a crit character, you'd probably be floating around 30%. The real bread and butter. Well, one thing is, with all this mental damage, Wizard's Metal becomes an option. And it's a lot of extra damage because it's high in damage rating. Damage rating pays off a lot. Around 500 damage rating should be 25% increase in damage at this level. And at high level, 1000 damage rating will do 25% damage across the board to your skills. Much easier to stack the damage rating than it is crit or anything else. Dodge is only deflecting 50% of the damage coming. So, you know, it's one of those things, unless you got access to a lot of it, why bother with it? Hit point and hit point regeneration is much easier to come by, stacks very well, and works very well. So, let's see, we'll turn these on and see if they stay on while I port. 33, so I'm looking for 31. Oh, Hydra Island, that was already there. Perfect. As you can see, we're actually using the teleport to do stuff. I'm not actually using Ravenous Binding quite so much yet. I could if I wanted to. I'm just killing it with the teleport. And the minimal damage coming off of Ruinous Flux there. With those guys, I'm going to want them shackled. You can see they're staying shackled much longer. Very nice. This stuff is my level. And she's working it down pretty easily. If you find yourself running low on spirit, use your spirit builder. That's why I don't stack spirit with her. Oh, this is a dead end. I find I just don't need to stack the spirit. Oh, baby crying. As you can see, dropping the Ravenous here and there is keeping me more than enough health. Although, the cooldown on the teleport is a little bit slowing down. And if we want things to fight each other, we can make them fight. Have a little bit of fun that way. That's really good when you get large blue packs and you don't do a Ravenous binding. So they fight each other. And then when they're close, Ravenous binds, so now they're taking that damage. And they're taking their own damage. Otherwise, if you Ravenous bind and then do it, they're immobilized and they can't attack each other. But if you let them get close to each other, they'll attack each other. Ooh, a little bit of damage coming in there. See what I mean? Damage is always going to come. Where is this guy? I wonder if I'm going the right way. Yeah, I am. Maybe not. So things are much messier, and she does much easier time of it. They could have improved a little more, I think. They gave a lot of other people higher quality, I think, of life improvements. One person actually suggested making Ravenous instead of a flying attack happen at the cursor attack. That would be nice. This has got to be a dead end, so we got to go back. What's nice about that confusion is they'll sit there and not attack you. If I missed the binding that I needed to hit, I'll drop the confusion. A little bit longer than other characters, but quite effective, still the same. Let's see what level he was. He was level 35 on 33, so that was pretty decent. Actually dropped 37 gear. So, that's Scarlet Witch with the Chaotica build. Hope you enjoyed, hope it helped, and I'll talk to you all later.